Let's go back to Rex Quayle, who's on the scene down there at Bondi Beach. Rex, what do you have for us?
Hello again. I've just been speaking with a few more people. They saw that I spoke to one gentleman who said he saw at least 3 people die in front of it. There's reports of 4 behind me. I'm not going to show it, but behind me in this scene, we can see that what very much looks like someone that has passed away.
Okay.
Numbers are unconfirmed at this stage, but yes, we can confirm that there has been some deaths.
And Rex, in the midst of this tragedy, we must presume at this stage that some young children have been caught up in this massacre.
I can't confirm if any young children have been hit, but there were definitely children at this festival. That's a given. I saw families hugging each other in tears. Kids crying about saying that they were trying to run away and flee the scene. I cannot confirm if any kids have been caught or hit or injured, but I can confirm that yes, there are some kids here. What it looks like is there was some kids on the festival. There was some kids animation being played. So we heard one person say that it was a children's Jewish festival. Again, I don't have the absolute latest view on that one, but that's what people have been telling me on the ground.
And we're seeing pictures, Rex, of people fleeing the sea, running as far from Bondi Beach as they possibly can, as quickly as they can. But on the other side, I'm sure the police presence and the emergency services heading into that area must be overwhelming by now.
Oh, everywhere. They've absolutely swarmed in this last 45 minutes to an hour. There's too many to count. There are police, there are ambulance, there are trucks everywhere, there are paramedics, the lifesavers. They've seen people throwing on their life-saving stuff. It looks like some volunteer lifeguards who are just dining nearby, volunteer ambos as well, coming out, throwing on their stuff. It is absolutely everywhere. There's a serious emergency response here.
And if the gunman's intention was to create absolute fear and absolute loathing on what is a very famous stretch of Australian sand, it has been achieved this evening.
It certainly seems that way, Mark. Again, cannot confirm a motive, cannot confirm anything else except for the fact that these 2 shooters shot on a sacred day, an important day for the Jewish community in one of the most populated Jewish areas of the city. Yes.
Rex, thank you. Tom, this is not only sending shockwaves right through Sydney, right through Australia, but
the festival being the main target for these gunmen, it's also an incredibly important place for Jewish people to congregate who, so many of them, thousands of Jewish people live across Bondi and around that area. And it is iconic. You can see, I've seen videos and I've heard the gunshots ring out as well from several hundred metres away, and you can see people. There's one of those gunmen right now. You can see. If we can just go back to one of those videos where they're going over the bridge and just listen to those shots being fired out and the eerie sort of silence that follows.
It's hard to believe that this is Bondi Beach. It's hard to believe this is Sydney. It's hard to believe this is Australia.
I myself used to live down there for several years, and I'm getting messages for people checking that I'm okay. I know several people who are living down there at the moment, and I'm checking if they're okay. Unfortunately, we do know that not everyone is okay, and it doesn't look like that everyone will get out of this safely. It is an incredibly horrific scene, as Rex has showed us as well. Several people being worked on, having their lives, trying to be saved by several paramedics on site, but some of those people might not be so lucky. And to just stroll into Bondi, at least 2 gunmen with a huge gun, lots of ammunition. You saw around their belts as well, just how much ammunition they had. They clearly had a motivation in mind going to that, what we think is a Hanukkah festival. All of that ammunition you can see littered around them with backpacks and those ammunition belts as well. They came into this with a clearly pre-organised and predetermined goal, and that looks like one of the RSLs or restaurants down at North Bondi. People taking cover. Obviously, just incredibly shocking situation.
Yeah, look at that sheer panic, and very sadly, the reports are just getting worse by the minutes. We are now hearing unconfirmed, but there have been multiple deaths, multiple people with critical injuries, and paramedics and emergency services are trying to save lives as we speak. But a number of lives have been lost, unconfirmed that number, but the reports coming in from